Yeah, stop making excuses and take responsibility. The only person who want to hear your excuses is you. Don't none of your friends, none of your family members, nobody that you care about want to hear you make excuses. The only thing excuses do, they do one thing for you, and they help you feel better in the moment. At that very moment, as those words is coming out your mouth, it helps you get the responsibility off yourself and put it on somebody else. But long term, it's not doing nothing for you. It's keeping you stuck. Excuses are keeping you stuck. Nobody cares. That's one thing I had to learn, and I think I learned that in the gym, for real. Is I'm coming in there insecure, insecure that I'm only putting, whatever weight I'm putting when I first got in the gym on the bench and looking around, see who looking at me. I'm looking around, ain't nobody looking at me. Everybody in there is looking at themselves, talking to somebody they know, maybe glancing around, but they're not staring. Nobody cares. Stop making them excuses. And this is coming from a person who had excuses. Growing up, I had excuses for everything. Hey, why coach asking me, hey, why you not able to make your left hand layup? Oh, coach, my wrist is a little funky, coach, neighbors, people across the street. Dad would tell me, hey, come and help with some of this yard work. T, come and help with some of this yard work. Right now I gotta go help my grandma do something. I got anything you told me, I had an excuse for it. Any and everything. And now as I grow up and I've grown up to be a man, I realize the only thing excuses is doing is helping me feel better in that very second for not accomplishing what should be accomplished. I was just having a conversation about taking responsibility and how important it is. Once somebody gets over a certain threshold, age group, grade, etc., you can't play the victim no more. Nobody cares if you boo-hooing about this, that, and the third. Nobody cares. You can't play the victim. That's why it's essential that you take responsibility. Because the second you start taking responsibility is the second you really start to come into your own growth. Taking responsibility helps you grow. You gotta own your own outcomes. You gotta just own it. However it went down. If you're playing a team game, a team sport, and somebody took the final shot and missed, what led up to them having all that pressure on them to take that final shot? Because a leader is gonna reflect on that part. Versus, oh man, he missed the final shot, man. I knew I shouldn't have gave him the ball. Versus like, nah, I actually made these 7 mistakes prior to this person having to even take this final shot. That final shot shouldn't even have been on them. You see what I'm saying? You could lead that up to a regular day job and taking responsibility on that. Oh, I'm not in a job. I'm not in a job I like. I really don't like this. Okay, then what led up to you even having to work at this job that you don't like? Is it because you was, messing around for the last 4 years? Or was you on the purpose and your plan that you set out for yourself? I promise you, the second you start taking responsibility, and this is not an easy task. This is not something that should be tasked to you that's simple. This is a lifelong thing. But I'm letting you know, the second you start doing it is the second your life starts getting better. You gotta turn all those excuses into action and get active. Because what else you gonna do? Sit there and cry in the corner? Yeah, you can. You can, and it's okay to do so. But how long you gonna do it? For 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, a day, a week, a year? You gonna go cry in the corner every day for a year? That's out. That's out. We got things to do. We got missions to accomplish. And it might not be always at NASA level. It might be something as, you know what? I told myself I'm gonna take a walk in the morning. I told myself I'm gonna hop on my stationary bike in the morning. I told myself I'm gonna take my kids to school. Whatever it doesn't even, I could give you 30 examples right now. I told myself I'm gonna do a new design for my product every day. And now you got 7 excuses on why you couldn't do it or it's not done. Nobody cares about them but you. It's time to get out your own brain and start to get active. Stop making excuses. Take responsibility. And I promise you, your life is gonna start to flourish. And this is speaking from somebody who, again, had excuse. I had all the excuses for everything, all of them. Anything you shot me, I could put it on somebody else quick. But right when I stopped making excuses is the day I became better. I'm gone.